how's it going, everyone? It is Skullzi here with the latest and the greatest gaming news. Today I'm going to be breaking down a recent update to that Starfield trademark, which will help lay the foundation for future release date speculation. And this discovery is actually very interesting, as it seems to perfectly align with when most people consider Starfield to most likely be released. So you definitely want to stick around for this video. And tomorrow I'll be uploading my personal wish list for things that I'd like to see in Starfield, so be sure to let me know what you'd like to see in Starfield down in the comments below for a chance at having your comment get featured in tomorrow's video, or possibly even in a future Starfield community wishlist video as well. Now, as far as today's information goes, remember, although the trademark procedures and updates that I'll be showing you in today's video is indeed legit and standard procedure, anything regarding Starfield's release date should be considered speculation, as there are a couple different things that could happen regarding this trademark update, a couple different ways this could go, so be sure to get that patented speculation salt before going forward with today's video. And as always, we're going to be breaking this situation down together, that way you can see that my bullshit capacity meter is always running at 0%, and that way you can have the links and stuff to verify all of this information for yourself if you choose to. And we're going to start today's adventure right here at our old friend, the current and pending list of Starfield trademarks. Like I said in previous videos, there is a lot of stuff here, and basically all of these trademarks are for various Starfield merchandise or international game classifications. Today we're going to be focusing on the main general trademark for the Starfield game itself, which is this one right here, a trademark which those who watch my videos on the regular are no doubt familiar with by now. Now, in order to see the most recent update to this trademark, we gotta go over here and look into the most recent Starfield documents, and by doing just that, we can see the most recent stuff that went down regarding Starfield happened within a few days from the time that I am uploading this video. So this is indeed the most recent thing regarding Starfield as of right now that there is to talk about, and although trademark filings like this may not seem to have much information to tell at first, and definitely aren't as exciting as, let's say, a potential gameplay leak or something like that, I've used trademark updates like these in the past to accurately predict future release dates for unannounced games, as well as just predict future unannounced games before they're even talked about by the companies themselves. However, this isn't a 100% accurate method to use in situations like these, as in this circumstance specifically, one of a few things could happen regarding this most recent Starfield update, which I will explain now. So first off, as you can see right here, it says that as of June 15th, 2020, Bethesda has used their second trademark extension for Starfield. Now, the TL Doctor, for those that aren't familiar with how all of this works, is Bethesda has 6 months from the time that their Starfield trademark gets approved to show the United States Patent and Trademark Office that Starfield actually exists in commerce, meaning the game is actively for sale. If a company doesn't prove that they have a product related to their trademarks actively on sale, then they lose the rights to those specific trademarks. And on top of this original 6-month period, Bethesda also has 5 extensions that they could use. Each extension gives Bethesda another 6 months to finish the game and prove to the United States Patent and Trademark Office that Starfield is actively on sale. Bethesda has just used their second extension, meaning that 6 months from June 15th, 2020, Bethesda will have to place Starfield on sale or use another extension. If Bethesda used the remaining 3 extensions after the second one, that means that by June 21st, 2022, Bethesda would have to have Starfield not just finished, but also available for purchase. But don't worry when you hear that date, because that date isn't the one to go off of here, because usually that 5th extension is just there for emergency purposes. We all know Bethesda Game Studios releases their games around November, so they'd use this 5th extension as a buffer just in case the game got delayed for some unforeseen reason. This 5th extension would be in place as an emergency tactic, so they wouldn't lose the rights to their trademark and have to force Starfield out before the game was ready, which we all know Bethesda is known for having a lot of bugs at launch, so this would help prevent that from happening. So the TL Doctor is that Bethesda Game Studios needs to have Starfield not only finished, but pretty much on sale on the market by November 2021, judging by these usual trademark procedures. And this is huge because just look at these dates. For a while now, I have been saying I expect Starfield to release in 2021, way more than I'd expect the game to actually drop in 2020, and if Bethesda did indeed release Starfield in 2021, then the timing of these trademark extensions perfectly aligns with right when Bethesda would release the game and when it would be available for purchase anyway, almost like the stars are aligning perfectly here for Starfield. Now, if of course, it is pretty easy to say that this could all just be a coincidence, but by the way these dates align so perfectly, it seems way too perfect to not have been set up on purpose by Bethesda and their trademark attorneys, who, by the way, get paid very good money to know exactly what they're doing and get the most use out of these trademark extensions. By setting up the stuff this way like they did in this Starfield trademark, Bethesda would know they'd get the maximum amount of time required by these statement of use extensions to actually get the game finished. That way they'd get to have the Starfield trademark registered under Bethesda in their name as long as possible during the game's development process. Now, one thing to keep in mind is, in the past, Bethesda has filed a trademark extension only to then release the game a few months later, not even using the entire 6-month process, as well as actually not even using up all 5 of their possible extensions. So with this in mind, Starfield could potentially drop at any time between now and December 21st, 2021. Although I highly doubt that the game is going to be released in 2020 for several reasons that I broke down in a recent video here in my channel. If you haven't watched that video yet and you're one of the people that think Starfield could still come out this year, I highly suggest you give that video a watch. Now, there is a third possibility here that could happen regarding this trademark update, and that is that Bethesda could decide that they would need even more time for some reason to work on Starfield, and so they would actually decide to release the game in November 2022. If this did happen, they would lose the rights to this current Starfield trademark, as it would expire before they were able to prove statement of use by showing that the game was on sale. Bethesda would then have to file an entire new family of Starfield trademarks and go through this entire long drawn-out bureaucratic process all over again, paying all the filing fees and attorney fees all over again as well, and on top of all this, actually risking another company swooping in all willy-nilly like and filing the rights to a trademark for their own Starfield product before Bethesda could re-register their own trademarks. Because of all these risks and additional fees and time, I highly doubt Bethesda would allow this trademark to expire, meaning, judging by this most recent trademark update, the most likely release date for Starfield as of right now is within the 3rd or 4th quarter of 2021, which perfectly aligns with what the majority of the gaming community expected and when Bethesda Game Studios would usually release their games anyway. So as I said in the beginning of the video, well, this release date talk is speculation simply because of the exact reasons that Bethesda could potentially let the trademark expire or release the game in 2020. However, the chances of these two things happening are very, very low. Much lower than the actual chances would be for Bethesda to actually release Starfield in 2021 based upon these trademark filings. And seeing how this trademark documentation seems to perfectly fit that release date, even the trademark procedures themselves perfectly align for November of 2021, I'd say while this isn't 100% confirmable, it is the most solid piece of evidence supporting a November 2021 release date for Starfield that has ever existed to date. Again, take all of this with a grain of salt, although this time you would need much less salt than usual. Now that finishes up today's video though. Remember, I got that Starfield wishlist video on deck for tomorrow, so be sure to let me know what you'd like to see in Starfield, as well as what you think about this trademark update situation down in the comments below. And if your comment wins the internet, you may get featured in a future video. Be sure to like the video if you enjoyed the content, and if you want to stay in the know when it comes to the latest gaming news, hit that subscribe button and turn notifications on so you don't miss the latest uploads. Follow me over on Twitter for other gaming news that doesn't quite make it into my videos, as well as channel updates, and check for links down in the description below for the official Skullzi merchandise site, the Skullzi Discord community server, and if you want to have your hand in providing future content here on the channel, there are links over on Patreon or here on YouTube as well on how to be an exclusive channel member. And as always, thank you for watching. Be sure to tune in next time when Starfield releases in 2020 just because I made this video. That would be my luck, except I really wouldn't be mad if that happened, to be honest.
just works.